So we're going to change the speakers today in the ZX. Just a quick, probably chaotic video for anyone else doing it. I've just had this Blaupunkt, I think it's a PF1 radio cassette, serviced and repaired. It's just had a new motor for the cassette and it's been serviced with dry joints and bits and bobs, so that's good. I'll put a link below to the guy who did that for me. That was a really quick turnaround. I think it cost about £145, which sounds a lot, but obviously it's, rather than just buying a new unit of the same that's the same age and you're going to have the same problems, you know, you're better off just doing that. If you use it, I do use it, I use it all the time. These are the speakers that I'm going to replace, and these were just from Halfords, about, I think they're £29, 5-inch 13cm two-way. There's the ones that I'm using. You can get cheaper, absolutely. Halfords again, just do them. I didn't get them off the internet because I just wanted them today, so that's why we've got those ones. There's one of the old ones. As you can see, it's done its best, but that's about it. The new ones are slightly shallower than the old ones, and also you just need this, I think it's a CT1, I think that's the bit that you need to pay attention to. Oh yeah, God, I'm such an idiot. I already took it out. I was like, oh my God, they sent me an empty one. Yeah, so that's it. That one goes, the yellow, the female end goes to the plug that's going to come out of the door, and then the larger and smaller clips there, you can see them on the back there. That's pretty straightforward. They're quite fragile though, those. So this literally just pops off. You don't have to force it or use anything horrendous to get that off. There we go, and you can see it's had enough. It's raining today, so I've got this really tech fix for that. God, I can't get my words out, I'm so sorry, but yeah, I'll show you. So that's 32 years. They've probably had their life, haven't they? But it's not too bad. I thought it was going to be really horrendous in there, but it's still got a little bit of insulation in there. What I would say, sorry, I'm still holding on to this. What I would say on the new ones is, if you've got a bit of sound deadening sticking around, which I've just used the last of mine, not recently, maybe stick a little bit on where it, oh God, I'm trying to do it all one-handed, hang on. Thought that all, I thought it's any old. Where this new speaker kind of meets here, maybe on the back of it, you might want to just put a little bit, because it seems, you know, that sort of vibrating noise that you get when you're trying to push your cheap old car speakers. I didn't know if that would help a little bit, because they are just obviously sitting straight onto that solid plastic. Yeah, so these are so fragile, understandably. I can't, sorry, that's really really bright. I can't get the brightness to go down. These bits are obviously really fragile, so when you're pushing them on, just be careful that you kind of wiggle. I did notice that this side was a bit tight, but obviously you can snap that really easily, and then it'll have to be all resorted. Excuse the crude blue roll. Just tried to use anything that would just give it a little bit of padding there, and then this literally just sits back on. Obviously I did disconnect the battery just in case.
Now you find joy in the things you do. Shoe shine boy, you're seldom ever blue. You're content with